I'm gonna show you how to make a no-knead easy bread. This is gonna be crusty on the outside, chewy on the inside, and there's no kneading involved. Let's give it a try. We're gonna start by getting our yeast activated. I've got some warm water and I'm going to pour about a half a cup into a smaller bowl or glass measuring cup. I'm going to add in a teaspoon and a half of honey. The honey is going to help activate the yeast and give it just a hint of sweetness. And then we're going to stir in a teaspoon and a half of active dry yeast. So it's not quite the whole packet. Okay, I'm going to give that a little stir to combine it all. And then we're going to let that sit for about 5 minutes to activate. All right, now time to mix the dry ingredients. All we have is 3 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour. Another reason I love this recipe is because it uses all-purpose flour and not a fancy bread flour. Then we're going to add in a teaspoon and a half of salt. I'm using kosher salt here. Whisk that together and then create a well in the center. And then pour your activated yeast in. You can see how it's all foamed up now. It's ready to go. Pour that right in the center. Give it a stir and then add in the rest of your water as you're stirring. And that's it. A wooden spoon works great for this. Just stir it till it's all incorporated right there. Clean off as much around the sides of the bowl as you can. Finally, give it a sprinkle with a couple teaspoons of flour and then cover with plastic wrap. All right, we're gonna set this in a warm place for about 2 hours and let it rise. All right, it's been about 2 hours and my dough has doubled in size at least. I've got my oven preheated to 425 degrees. I'm going to divide this into 2 big loaves. I love the smell of like yeast. All right, we're gonna pop this in the oven. 20 minutes, we'll have fresh baked bread. Guess what? I forgot to take the bread out of the oven, but it worked. It's just a little darker than I would like, but look, it's bread. Looks pretty, and it's time to cut into it and see how it tastes. Let's give it a slice. I like that sound. Oh yes. It's perfect. Crusty on the outside, soft on the inside. Oh my God. I love the crust on the outside and it's soft and chewy on the inside. It does have that yeasty kind of flavor in it, but I like that. This will make perfect toast and perfect sandwich bread. And I take back what I said about thinking I overcooked it at all. It is perfect. So it's a little dark on the bottom, but it does not have any sort of burned taste. This is actually the perfect amount of time. I love this bread. At the end of the day, we made perfect bread and there was no need to knead. For more great recipes like this, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and follow MyRecipes on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. See you next time.